What happens when authority leans on fear and the smallest lens refuses to blink? If a badge demands your dignity, do you hand it over? Blue lights flood a quiet curb, a command snaps, "Step out now." Maya's fingers tremble, but her camera is already rolling in her palm. A rumor races ahead of truth, writing a manager's angry phone call. Sergeant Whitaker arrives, voice iron, eyes fixed, decision already made. Stolen drill, ma'am. Her reputation, not the tool, sits on the line. He reaches for her phone, she whispers, "Not today." The night holds its breath. Stay with me until the end, and don't forget to tap like, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling us where you're watching from, because what comes next will test everything we thought we knew. Maya Torres, 36, clinical educator for paramedics, pulls to the curb outside Ramirez Deli after a 12-hour training shift. She bought ginger tea and batteries, receipts still warm in her pocket. A block away, a hardware manager reports a woman in a gray hoodie taking a cordless drill. Sergeant Cole Whitaker, decorated and impatient, rolls up. He scans Maya's hatchback, sees a tool bag, and decides proximity equals guilt. The street smells like rain and bias. Whitaker asks for ID, voice clipped, posture spread to fill the night. Maya offers a license and the T receipt, explains the hospital simulation lab and her gear. The manager's voice crackles through dispatch, "She ran." Maya hadn't run, she hadn't even been there. A small crowd forms, neighbors with folded arms and private verdicts. Bias is contagious, it jumps fast, landing on the easiest host, the quiet, tired stranger. He circles her car, finds trauma shears, neon tape, and a sealed torque wrench, her teaching props. "Tools," he says, as if the word alone convicts. She asks for a supervisor, he smirks. "Cooperate first." His body cam blinks, then flickers. "Battery," he mutters. Maya's phone record steady. The hardware manager arrives, breathing hard, pointing, "That's her." Under dilly fluorescence, Maya feels her name peel away, replaced by his hurried certainty. Whitaker orders her trunk open. She complies, voice calm by training. Inside, CPR mannequins, outdated monitor, laminated checklists, and a borrowed drill case, empty, signed out days ago for mounting teaching brackets. "Aha," he says, lifting the case like a trophy. Maya produces the lending log, he waves it off. He tries the trunk camera port, tapping it, annoyed. The deli's door chime pings. Somewhere, a truth stands patiently in a doorway. He cuffs Maya for officer safety, letting the metal finish the argument. She swallows heat and counts breaths, as she teaches new medics to do when a scene turns ugly. A young officer, Patel, watches, unsure. Whitaker quotes department policy, wrongly, and tells Patel to kill the body cam until we're done sorting. Maya's phone keeps recording in her coat. Above them, a window blinks red, a doorbell camera, forgotten by everyone but gravity. And then, the knock at the door, froze every breath. The knock isn't on Maya, it's on the deli side door. Iris Bennett, night shift baker with flour on her sleeves, steps out holding a phone. "Officer," she says, voice mild, "you've got the wrong woman." Whitaker doesn't turn. Iris points up at the deli's doorbell cam. Time-stamped. She never entered the hardware store. She was here, buying tea. I bagged it myself. The night inhales, as if considering an edit. Whitaker shrugs off Iris with a thin smile. "Appreciate it. We'll review." He doesn't. He presses the narrative forward, the way a finger presses smudges across glass. Patel lingers near Iris. "Could you airplay that?" Iris nods. Inside the deli, an old smart TV wakes with a color splash. Outside, Whitaker says to Maya, "You were seen running." Maya answers, "Running or walking?" "And by whom?" The difference matters. Tonight, everything does. On screen, a gray-hooded woman is visible, 5 inches taller than Maya, with a forearm tattoo Maya doesn't have. The clock in the corner reads 8:32 p.m. A receipt from Ramirez Deli shows 8:33 p.m., Maya sipping ginger tea under the same awning. Patel's eyebrows lift, Iris folds her arms, patient as bedrock. Whitaker peers in briefly, then returns to the trunk, louder. Intent is enough, he declares. Intent to what? Exist, nearby, tired? The hardware manager, Dale Craven, frowns at the footage, then at Maya. The hoodie, he insists. The hoodie's the same. It's not. His store's hoodie has a white drawstring, Maya's is plain gray. Whitaker focuses on the lone drill case again, lifting it like Exhibit A. You keep drill cases, he says. Maya repeats, signed out Thursday. Due back Monday. Open the log. Dale swallows. He didn't check his own inventory before calling. Whitaker leads Maya toward the cruiser, talking over Patel's Sarge, maybe, and Iris's there's more. Handcuffs bite, neighbors record. A false crescendo builds because it's simpler than admitting an early wrong note. The sergeant tells dispatch suspect detained. That word, suspect, lands like a stain. Maya thinks of her students, how quickly certainty becomes procedure, how procedure becomes damaged when it starts with a guess. The door clicks, sealing in his conclusion. At the deli TV, Iris swipes to second angle, a street-facing camera. Maya walks in at 8:31, hood down, phone to ear. The tattooed woman passes the hardware storefront at 8:30, then disappears down an alley. Patel radios Whitaker, we've got conflicting visuals. Recommend pause. Whitaker hesitates. Inside, Iris zooms on reflections in the hardware glass, Dale himself chasing the wrong silhouette. The room breathes truth like oxygen rediscovered. The rule he cast on her was now aimed squarely at him. Whitaker opens Maya's phone camera with a gloved hand. It was recorded from the first command. His earlier kill the body cam floats up like oil on water. Policy is clear. Bodycams stay on during investigative detentions. Patel's jaw tenses. Iris prints the deli receipt and hands it to Maya through the open cruiser window. We keep things, she says gently, so stories don't evaporate. Whitaker hears it, pretends he doesn't. Dale checks his store app. Inventory shows the drill still on shelf, misscanned during a restock. The stolen item never left. He blanches, whispering, it's still here. He doesn't rush to tell Whitaker. Shame has a slower stride. Patel steps toward the cruiser. Sarge, the complainant's item isn't missing. Whitaker's eyes harden. A crowd hears him mutter, we'll sort that later, like a mantra designed to outshout a clock. Maya asks for the cuffs off and a supervisor present. Whitaker says, not until we clear the scene. Patel shifts. Policy requires immediate removal if the detention basis collapses. The phrase lands like a gavel. Iris records the exchange. Dale fumbles, calls his assistant to confirm the shelf count. The assistant, confused, says, we never had a loss. Whitaker's authority trembles, only slightly, but the tremor travels, turning whispers into questions. A black SUV slides to the curb. Lieutenant Anika Rhodes steps out, tablet in hand, face calm and unreadable. She asks Whitaker for a summary, then asks Patel for body cam. Patel's is neat, continuous, Whitaker's, patchy. Rhodes turns to Maya, you okay? Maya nods. I would like these off. Click. The cuffs open. Rhodes studies Iris's recordings, the doorbell footage, and the receipt times. Every timestamp becomes a bead on a string, pulled tight. Rhodes walks Dale through his app. Together they locate the missing drill, on the shelf, 2 spots down from where he looked. Dale exhales a watery apology to the sidewalk, louder to Maya than to the sergeant. Rhodes notes Whitaker's camera gaps, the unlawful instruction, and the rush to detain. She asks Maya, "Would you like to file a complaint?" Maya answers, "Steady, I would like the truth to enter where it was missing." Whitaker tries to pivot, "Good faith mistake." Rhodes raises a palm. Good faith isn't a shortcut. Iris plays one more clip, Whitaker reaching toward Maya's phone, hand covering the lens. The Delhi TV freezes on that frame, authority blotting sight. A hush ripples through the bystanders, phones rise, collective memory awakening. Whitaker's voice shrinks as procedures expand to their full size around him, like a room he thought he owned. But hidden in plain sight was the truth no one wanted to see. That hidden truth, the cruiser dashcam, partially blocked by rain, still captured Whitaker's lips forming the words, "Kill the body cam." Rhodes requests the dash file on scene. Patel pulls it up, audio clean, syllables exact. Whitaker stares at the wet hood of his car as if it could swallow letters. Dale mutters apologies. Iris watches without glee, just relief. Maya breathes, shoulders lowering, the night finally letting go of her throat. Rhodes runs through the checklist aloud: unlawful order to disable recording, premature detention, failure to verify complainant inventory, conflation of proximity with probable cause. Each point is plain, unadorned, and undeniable. She hands Maya a case number, her card, and outlines the process: statement, internal affairs review, disclosure of all videos, written apology from complainant and department if findings sustain. The crowd shifts from spectacle to civics class, attention sharpening. Inside the deli, Rhodes gathers everyone by the TV. She plays the sequence: alley camera, deli receipt, dash audio, and then Iris's clip with Whitaker's hand eclipsing lens. When the last frame, his palm, fills the screen, Rhodes stops playback and says nothing. Silence expands, attaching gravity to pixels. Whitaker's shoulders notch inward, as if the uniform weighs double. And in that instant, the room fell silent, every eye turning to the truth. Rhodes removes Whitaker from the scene, assigns Patel to complete a supplemental report with all video links and timestamps. She asks Dale to offer public correction. He steps outside, voice shaking, and says, "I was wrong. Ms. Torres did nothing. I'm sorry." Neighbors murmur, some embarrassed by earlier certainty. Maya accepts, adding nothing theatrical, just the fragile courtesy of letting an apology be enough, at least tonight. A week later, a community meeting convenes inside the town hall, fluorescent hum replaced by restless whispers. Internal Affairs sustains the complaint. Whitaker is suspended pending retraining and review of similar stops. Rhodes details new directives: redundant camera checks, complainant inventory verification before detentions, and an independent portal for uploading civilian footage. Iris speaks about small cameras guarding big dignity. Maya testifies briefly, voice steady: procedures are only as humane as their beginnings. On a clear evening, Maya passes the deli again. Iris waves with a flour-dusted hand. The doorbell camera blinks, a small lighthouse against comfortable darkness. The town didn't change overnight, but the floor feels truer underfoot. Lesson: authority must welcome evidence, especially when it contradicts itself, because fairness is not threatened by proof, it is completed by it. If stories like this resonate with you, subscribe now. Because here, every story uncovers truth, delivers justice, and leaves a lesson worth remembering.